It was country living, and you expect to go work on a farm when you're a certain age, right from school.
In the early to mid-20th century, the African American experience in Delaware was much different than it is today. A border state during the Civil War, Delaware remained in the Union, but with Confederate sympathies, and continued to practice slavery. Finally ratifying the 13th Amendment in 1901, Delaware remained openly segregated well into the 1950s. Racist practices varied across the state, creating different life experiences for African Americans, depending on where they lived. Brothers Henry and George Evans grew up in a large family in Smyrna.
We had 8 boys and 4 girls. My father passed away when I was 7, 8 years old. He worked on the Pennsylvania Railroad.
He was in charge of the tracks from Mount Pleasant all the way down to the Salisbury.
Railroad was really busy in those days. And after a storm, a heavy rain, the railroad foreman would actually come to the house and get him and the other workmen, and they would go inspect the tracks and make sure there were no washouts.
Went to the colored school. We go to Smyrna Colored School. Very strict.
The schools taught the boys agriculture, and the young ladies in their classes, this at the grade level, they had to learn cooking, dishwashing, how to take care of a house. In the evening, the grammar school, hey, the ag teacher would take you out on a farm, show you how asparagus grows and have you cut some for the farm. If you want to make some money, come back to that farm the next day and they'll pay you for it. 2 movies, Roxy and The Strand. You could go to movies, but you had to sit upstairs.
You had to sit in the crow's nest, they call it. The crow's nest, everywhere blacks, the crows.
I don't know why that, because as far as I can see, you can see the picture better on it at that level for some reason. So, but that was the rules. You sat upstairs. Clayton, they had a big cannery where the farmers bring their crops. A lot of the food would come in by the truckload, and they would can it. They steamed it, blanched it, and do everything into a can and sealed it. So farming was a big thing. A lot of men worked in canneries and ice plants and stuff like that where they made ice.
We had trappers. One of the biggest trappers in Smyrna lived right next door to us. Okay, he'd eat the meat, fur, where the money was in it, must have fur.
You didn't have a car in those days unless you really had money. And so a lot of the town people would go to the highway to look just to see the fancy cars go by.
And the neighborhood had a little restaurant called Old Eating House, right across from the wagon wheel. And believe me, she did a good business.
Truck drivers, most of them were black truck drivers. That's where they would stop to eat. They couldn't eat in the wagon wheel, that's for sure. Soon as you became 18 or out of school, boom, you went to service, they come and got you.
They were 18 years of age, and I was only 16. Why you want to go to the military? I said, all my brothers, everybody I knew in the town, most of them were in the military.
It seemed like to me they would come with a truck or a bus and right straight down East Street. This house, there would be one, another place. Boom, there'd be 5 of them that day. Maybe the next week, so first pretty soon. As kids, we were just, we were the men in the town.
I was in the Philippines and Okinawa, my 2 big assignments.
I went in 1949 with the basic training. I went to an all-black squadron. What they did, they put me in communications. The communication school was in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So I went there, all-black squadron. Then we went to a student squadron, and that's when they integrated. And I got into a student squadron. Say, now on, anybody that doesn't want to be in an integrated service, you leave now.